Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. We pretty much... what did we do last time? We hung out in a book, we read, we got a summoning gem, which we are gonna unlock Bambi here. Bibbidi... whatever. I'm not even gonna finish that. We got Bambi, woo. Bambi's not really useful at this time and won't be for quite a bit. There are a few fights where Bambi could be helpful, but as of right now, I want to just move forward because we have a long little track of maze-like bulk crap to go through right now. We have a little Gummi section to go through, so I'm going to describe what we're about to head into. So, you can go to this one, which is a harder world than this one. Both these, it does not matter which one you choose because you'll end up in the same place. Because there's something that will interrupt us as we're going in Gummi ship. So just as a note, you must complete the area that will interrupt us pretty soon, or you cannot move forward to a new world. So basically you just kind of have to make way. I'm just gonna kind of talk about things that we could have done if we had so chose. Also of note, do not go in those portals, they'll send you back to around Traverse Town. So not very useful. Also, I think one goes deep jungle. But when it comes to stuff we could do but haven't done yet, there's quite a few things that we could do. There's a couple potential optional heart lists that are, or I shouldn't say optional, but special heart lists that can drop certain synthesis items. There are a few availables that we could go and grab, but as a recommendation, if you're planning on grinding for synthesis items this early, do plan to be at it for a while. You don't have a lot of skills that would help you, and also some of them are just downright rude how hard they are early on. So you could be doing that. Also, another thing I haven't done yet is the time trial for the Fill Cup. The reason I don't have a lot of AoE stuff, I have Sonic Blade, which is not the greatest at this time. I also just don't have the strength to clear a lot of Heartless with one swing of my combo. Overall, it's kind of rough. What else is there? There's a couple optional things. There's a few Trinities I have not grabbed. There's still plenty in Agrabah that I have not grabbed in the Cave of Wonders. I believe there are 2. There might be 3 now with Green Trinity. No, I think it's just 2. A blue and a red one. Which, you know where the red one is. Actually, you know where both. Blue was in the Silent Chamber, while red was in the Treasure Room, right before the Jafar boss room. So, we'll have to go back there and do that. There's also a couple Trinities found in other worlds. I believe there's a green one in Deep Jungle, as well as a... I don't think there's actually a green one in Wonderland. There might be. Let's grab those. Just dodge these basic maneuvers. But overall, there's quite a few things you could be doing if you want to prepare more for this, but doing this unlocks plenty of new areas, and it's also story important, so we're going to get it out of the way as fast as we can. I also am going to preface this place. I don't like this area. I find this area to be very linear and overall confusing on purpose. I understand I actually really like the design. I just don't really like the pacing and the direction of this place. So this is Monstro. This is actually counted as a world in the game. Not a world to say, but a area of combat or area to explore. He will, in fact, swallow the Gummi ship, which, yeah. Overall, I really don't like this area as a whole. But yeah. So we're going to sit here and we're going to learn about some backstory. This is overall, it's a subtitle story because there's no voice acting for it, where Sora heard a rumor about there being a monster, or he heard something and he's telling Riku there might be a monster back there, and he's like, let's go, because that's the children way of doing it. Though, as we'll come to find out, there's nothing but a odd door and really nothing creepy back there. It's just a secret place, which we see later in the we saw in the beginning of the game. So, Sora's disappointed it's not a monster. Riku explained that it's just the wind, and they see the door to this world, as we learned in the earlier portions of the game. Now, this isn't necessarily important to the game as of right now. We'll see some tiny bit of importance right away, but this is to set up later. This also sets up what Riku was feeling early on in the game of trying to get off the island. As we'll see here, when we grow up, let's get off this island. It's a childhood dream turned into, of course, reality. He wants to be on a real adventure, though, as we now know, he got a little more than he bargained for. He's missing Kairi, sort of, and he got kind of hooked into the wrong crowd. But that's pretty much it, and we're back to present time.
Hey, Sora. Are you okay?
Thanks, Goofy. Thanks for caring. Donald's a dick.
Where are we in?
We are in a whale. Okay, now, hold on. You'll see this right here. Someone is actually throwing these objects, which it's the worst person ever in this freaking entire game. But you can see how heavy they are. And I want to point out, you can actually see it. It's Pinocchio. Pinocchio is trying to look for something to, of course, get out of the whale. But you see how he's holding the block, and yeah, that might weigh a lot, but how did he throw that item in such an arc where it almost hit Sora? There's no way it would have actually gone that far. I can understand the one hitting Goofy because he was right below it, but oh well. So if we go near the boat, we will of course see what Pinocchio was doing. And this is a new character in the Pinocchio verse of life, which, as a rule of thumb, Pinocchio is the worst piece of trash ever, but everyone else in the world is better. So you can actually, like, not hate them. Geppetto? I don't know, sometimes I say Geppetto, or not Geppetto, Geppetto, but I think I had like I think the reason that is because I had like a Spanish video for a long time to learn Spanish, and it was on Pinocchio, and it said that, so I might slip into that. And Pinocchio, being the little piece of crap that he is, was like, nah, we out. I saw someone, I'm gonna go chase them. I've warned him not to wander off. Yeah, he's a piece of crap, but he's precious to you. Don't worry, we'll go find him. There's a bunch of treasure that you can't exactly get. You can kind of cheat for a couple of them, but overall, as a recommendation, just wait. You'll get access to them very quickly. If you try and go anywhere in this little chamber of sorts, we'll get this cutscene. Yeah, Pinocchio, why don't you come back? And not being a piece of crap.
This is no time for games.
Come on.
But Sora, I thought you
Riku, do not encourage the piece of crap puppet.
Riku? What are you doing?
I guess we all just got swallowed by the whale.
You know what I mean. What about Kairi?
Yeah, did you do your job?
Maybe. Catch us, and maybe I'll tell you what I know.
Riku, come on.
Come on.
Don't give Pinocchio another excuse to be a piece of crap. Alright, so as of note, we are in Chamber 1. This is important because this is a maze-like format. I don't know why I just teched, actually. But those are ghosts. Well, these are. These are nice ghost things. Give a decent amount of XP. They also drop some pretty huge orbs. I'm trying to remember what their names are, but of course, being me, I always forget. Search ghosts, that's what they are. I'm just going to call these ghosts. I'm lazy. But you'll see that there are many different chambers. This one's Chamber 3, which you do not want to go to yet. This one is Chamber 2, which is actually the one you do want to go to right away. There are a total of 6 chambers, so it can get kind of confusing. Actually, I think there might be more. Is it 6? I don't remember. Give me that health. Thanks, Goofy, for stealing that. So we want to move on. There's a certain pattern we are going to use, and we are going to, of course, travel to it. I will not be completing this. I'll be collecting treasure right now, because we don't have enough time to, well, fully explore. Give me all your synthesis items. There's also a blue trinity. I think there's 2 blue trinities to be found in here. Wow. Good job, Donald. Of course, plenty of Heartless, like always. One thing of note, if you do get lost in here, just remember that at the end of the day, you want to be basically in Chamber 5. You'll find your way if you figure out that Chamber 5 is where you want to be. You do have to go through Chamber 5 to get somewhere else. Are you kidding me? Guys, come on. We're going to get a treasure chest, of course. There is a torn page in this world as well, which we'll be on the lookout for. This is to Chamber 3, which is actually where we need to go. And we can actually make our way through this as fast as we can. Though I am actually going to look for the way back. We are going to drop down because I think this is where the blue trinity is. Can I get my camera? I thought this was where the blue trinity was. I could swear this was where it was at. Huh. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I know there's a blue trinity around here. Alright. There we go. And we're just fighting Heartless. I understand. I do recommend that you do actually fight every Heartless here, because a lot of them are high experience Heartless. They're not too difficult as well, and also you're going to need the experience for the boss coming up and the boss after, because there's not a lot of areas to gain experience. Of course, Blizzara will handle a lot going through because it's a nice new upgrade. Surge Ghost, Surge Ghost. Stop existing. Thank you. Now, this isn't the Blue Trinity, but we'll take it. Mega Ether. Alright, we can actually go back to Chamber 1. I think I'm actually gonna fight these guys and end it here. I know not a lot happened, but I also can't really move forward because I try and keep myself in a nice little time limit. Not for limiting myself or creating more videos, more for ease of access, I guess, because you have more 15-minute segments in life than you do 20 or 30. Which is how I see it. Though, I don't know. It depends on what I'm playing, I guess. I can see Kingdom Hearts and Pokemon as both 15-minute videos, while maybe something else would be 20 minutes and other things. But next time we'll be going through Monstro, I think I said Monstro, but Monstro fully. Do you see anything new? No, he's just saying the same stuff. So, if you like this content, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, I said like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Whichever one you prefer, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. And of course, till then.